ठीक है ना?
Okay, so hello everyone. Today we are going to learn just the overview about the stock market. And before we move further, maybe I'll tell you some small story. I mean, why I'm doing this one. Okay, so being around 17, 18 years in IT industry, being in different countries like US, Australia for 8, 9 years, and when I returned back to India in 2019. I was doing very well in professional career life, the personal front, but somewhere something was missing. Okay, and then when I introspect myself, I realized that there are certain things I am holding, and because which is kind of not making me happy. Okay, so with that positive intention, I thought of sharing my knowledge in some way or other form. So stock market is one of the knowledge or the which I acquired over the period of time, and I thought, okay, it will be a great opportunity for me to share my knowledge. And other motivation was like people, I mean, people around me in office or the colleagues or the close friends in my association, they where live in Hyderabad. So they keep on asking me, over the chit chat that, okay, like what you do, free time or other things, and I keep on sharing, my experiences about the stock market. And it was, I think, 2019 sometime, which was a big breakthrough for me, where I started doing really good. So what we mean by really good, that means the before Diwali 2019, I mean, before that I keep on doing, but this time, um, whatever my analysis was really went well and it's got matured, I can say. And one fine evening, the total profit I made was 11 lakhs 35,000. So that was the, uh, big opportunity for me. And when I shared my that experience, then I got more pressure or more request from my people around me that, okay, please teach me. The challenge I was having, that which I learned, in a couple of years, how can I teach in couple of hours or couple of days, and that was the trigger for me to crafting out the complete learning session in a formal way. And then I thought, okay, if I'm sharing my knowledge, why not it should reach to the wider audience, why it is only the limited people? And that is how I chosen the online channels. Okay, so far I have successfully completed 2 batches. Okay, and then to reach out to the wider audience, I'm just keep on doing the webinars, and so that somebody is really interested in learning about the stock market, they can join with us and then learn. The other motivation, other kind of important thing is, whatever the learning format which I have created, it is the considering um, from scratch. I mean, even people don't know anything about the stock market, and if anybody who knows just how to operate the Facebook and WhatsApp, they are right fit persons to start learning about the stock market. Okay, so feel free if in between, if you have any basic question or basic query, whatever I'm sharing, you can always unmute yourself or raise your hand and ask me. Okay, I don't have any issue. So let's have the mutual dialogue rather than a monologue. Correct. So okay, so other common question which I get is that, okay, who should learn about the stock market? Okay, so the answer is, in a one liner, is anyone. Okay, so anyone could be, if somebody, suppose you are a working professional, and definitely after a couple of months, or even from the day when you wanted to do some investment in some way or other, then stock market could be one of them. Why? Because it you you put you hard efforts. Okay, how you work very hard to uh, earn the money and then to save the money. And once you have some money for the investment purpose, why you should rely on someone else? Okay, so rather than you should know, maybe you can just invest 2% to 5% of additional effort apart from the effort you are putting for your job, or for that matter anything. You can learn about this stock market and you know, invest by yourself and get the maximum return whatever the possible. Because um, in the bank or nowhere, I mean, bank or any other places wherever you are investing, for example, most of the banks also invest in the stocks. Maybe they also invest in the home loan and other places, but a large part of the banks also they are into the stock markets. Okay, so that is one way. If you are working professional and you have some savings and you wanted to get a maximum return out of it, or you want your money to work for you in a as much as possible so that it will give you best good return. That is, stock market is one of the place to learn and do the investment and get the best result. Um, Second part is, okay, someone is a um, maybe a working professional for a longer period of time. Okay, maybe no matter which area, government employee, private employee, and they have good money also. Like a good money means not typically people when they have a uh, extra savings, they most of the people go by the traditional way and invest in the property, land, apartments, etc. However, in the today's era, for example, if somebody is investing in a flat and on suppose it's a very average flat in a tier two city, or even so, the cost of the even a 2 BHK flat would be around 50 lakhs to 1 crore or something in between. And if you are investing 50 lakhs to 1 crore, at least you should be getting the rent, okay, maybe 40,000 to 60,000. But typically that much rent you won't get. And again, the complete amount you are not paying by your pocket. You will be going by the bank loan. Okay. So the interest that you are paying to the bank and the rental income you are getting, it will not be sufficient to even pay your EMIs to the bank. Even you purchase, for example, your complete money 100% cash, still for even a take a 60 average of 60 lakhs flat, you will not get a 30,000 rent for that 2 BHK flat. Okay, so what I mean to say that investment in the properties is not a great idea to invest. I mean, if you don't want to do anything, is just a pure safer side, that's fine. But you are a young professional and wanted your hard-earned money to work for you. You should be putting little bit extra effort to learn about the better way of investment and to get the better value. So that is so the working professional who has the good savings, stock market is also one of the great opportunity to learn and do the investment and get the return. Other one maybe somebody is non-working. Okay, non-working, maybe it could be housewife or maybe anyone which is not working because of some personal reasons or family priorities. So they wanted to do the part-time income, right? So that in that one, he or she can also learn about the stock market and do the investment or trading with the amount of just maybe as small as 10,000 rupees, and should able to earn a consistent income. So in summary, with the investment of just 10,000 rupees, okay, with once you have a right learning, one can easily earn 2 to 3,000 per day also. Okay, and you know need not to spend a whole day, maybe just a couple of hours, 1 hour to 2 hours is the maximum time. Okay, you can do the analysis um, and do the trading. And the only thing is you should be knowing the learning is the most important. It's like a uh, before driving a car, we should learn how to drive a car. That's the only thing. And I'm here to uh, share my knowledge, what I have gained over the couple of years from the very basic, from the scratch. Okay, so you do no one. need to know any tech. It's called a technical analysis, but actually there is nothing technical. It is there is as simple as using the WhatsApp and Facebook. Okay. And the fourth category is that okay, even you are a working professional, every year we struggle to get the hikes. Okay. So I'm just taking example that okay, on an average, maybe 8 to 10% of hike in a salary we are getting. Even somebody is getting, for example, 2% or 3% extra. If you look into those individuals, um, they are really burning their night oils for okay, they are working, stretching themselves to get the and the best performance ranking. I'm not saying that okay, you should not be doing working hard. You should be working, but what I'm saying that to get the just a few percentage extra, you are working a lot more. Okay, so rather than that, one should work enough. Okay, enough means they should deliver the projects in hand, given the roles and responsibility on time. Uh, you know, However, there is a limit. No matter how much you do in your, any job, there is a certain cap. Beyond that, you are not going to get any salary hike. Okay, even no matter you are a private employee or the government employee anyway, it is the fixed increment. Even the private one also, best performer or top high performer, they will get little bit extra, maybe few percentage, but not beyond that. So rather than that, if you invest your little bit extra time, you are putting everything in your office, whatever the opportunity you are finding, you are trying to, make your boss happy by any way. I mean, you should complete your standard one. You can do the little bit extra also, but what I'm saying that there is always a limit to whatever you will get in a return. Rather than that, if you invest some additional time to learn something new, and learning something could be anything which you like. Okay, if you know that there is something other than the stock market, you should also go for it. But today, I'm here to help you this area, which is the stock market. Okay, so this is one great opportunity. You can just spend couple of hours in a week and spend some time and learning, and then um, you will learn to trade yourself, do the investment yourself to get the good return. Okay, or to generate the side income also. The other some other point I would like to share is in the current situation, more I mean for the private employee, for sure, no one is going to get a pension. Okay. Even for the many government jobs also, the pension has been stopped. Teaching professional or a lot of even the central government employee, they are not going to get any pension. Okay. So that means whatever your saving is having, you need to plan your investments in a such a way that okay, when you reach at the age of retirement, you should be getting some regular income. Okay. And again, that is the another reason to learn about the stock market. The stock market is one of the uh, great areas, having great potential, and you can keep on investing even a small amount. And once you reach the year age 60, you will have enough investment as a portfolio that will give a regular source of income as a dividend or even by selling your stock. And again, you can keep on learning till that time, and you can do the even much better than you get with your traditional pension schemes. Okay, so there are many reasons. So no matter who you are, what you do, there is a opportunities for everyone to learn and do the investment. Okay. Uh, right. Is there any question so far what I have shared? I mean, there are few more things, definitely a lot more things I need to share, but this is just a very quick summary about okay why one should learn about this topic. So if anyone has any question, feel free to unmute yourself or raise your hand. I'll unmute you and you can share your view or ask your question. Okay, I believe no questions. So I will keep moving, and in it at any point of time, if anybody has any question, please feel to ask. Okay, so this is very simple thing. Okay, in a few minutes we are going to spend couple of learning couple of things about the basics of stock market. So what I have learned about last many years, that in simple there is only one rule actually. I mean, we will learn lot of method, but overall, if you ask me what is the one rule of a stock market, it is only one rule. Okay, which is uh, anything whatever you are buying it at low price and sell it at a high price, and it is reverse also, sell at high price and buy at low price. So it is only possible in a stock market where if you even don't have anything, you can still sell it. Okay, that is called short selling. How it will happen, I will anyway explain you whenever right time will come. But as of now, you understand. Even if you don't have any stock, you can still sell it first and buy it later. Okay, or in normal scenario, buy it now and sell it later. So the rule, I mean, that is what we need. We are going to learn. Okay, what it mean by the which price is the low price for any stock, or what price is the high price. Okay, but overall, only one rule is buying at the lowest price possible and selling at highest price possible. And again, there are few success philosophy which I understood and developed. So technical analysis is one part. Along with the technical analysis, the money management, and the having a long-term view. So these are the four success philosophy. When I say long-term view, again, the long-term definition varies from people to people. For somebody who are day trader, for them 1 week is also long-term. For a person who are having a longer term view, like Warren Buffett, for them a lifetime is also long-term. So long-term again vary, but in general, I'm saying having a long-term view. So okay, so these are just some success philosophies, and we will keep on exploring more and exploring more and more. When the right time will come. But as of now, these are the few success philosophy about the stock market. Okay, so anybody having some idea about stock market? Can anybody unmute yourself and just share like what is your understanding about what is actually a stock market? Anyone can volunteer yourself to speak it out. Anurag, Jinil, uh, Lavanya, or Sivandi, anybody. Please feel free to speak. I mean, that is, share your view. Anyone want to try? Anugrah, wanted to share something?
I would prefer you to say something,
Okay, great.
yeah,
No worries.
learn from.
Okay. So stock market, stock market is so normally we purchase, for example, online. What is the two a couple of popular stores, I mean, online places where we do the shopping. Like typically, I personally do good amount of shopping from Amazon and from grocery, big basket. There are some other like Flipkart and recently the Groffer, which is now the Blanket. There are few others also, right? So stock market is similarly as a place where we can buy or sell the shares of different companies. Okay. So when we shares, what we mean by shares? So I hope everyone has watched the company called Guru. The movie called Guru. Okay, which is based on is inspired by the one of the great um, Indian businessman, Dhirubhai Ambani ji. So it is based on his life. So it's basically in that one place he says, okay, invest 10 rupees and become a owner of the company. So stock market is like the same thing. For example, today I'm opening a company, a small company, and which is having the valuation of 1 crore, just a valuation. Okay, and I need maybe a total 1 crore, for example, to start this company, and maybe I'm having just 50 lakhs. Okay, so remaining 50 lakhs, I can, you know, borrow from the bank, borrow from my family and friends, or borrow from the somebody, some sahukar or somebody, some lenders, okay, who will charge the big interest rate and give me the money. So there are the another way which is started. Like rather, I have 50 lakhs. I need another 50 lakhs. So rather than borrowing from anyone, I will sell the ownership of 50%, maybe for example to 50 individuals. That individuals could be anyone. So what that means is that I will collect 1 lakh each from for against 50 lakhs of that. That means I will have a 50 lakhs, and then I will start my company. And once okay, so 1 lakh of 1 crore, that means they are the 1% share, but they are investing in the company of 1% of valuation. So out of 1 crore, 50,000, that sorry, 50 lakhs, that is 50% is my ownership because I have invested. Remaining 50% will be divided by into the 50 individuals. That means those 50 people are the owners of 100, okay, or 1% of the company. So end of the year, whatever the after the the business, whatever the will be the actual profit. Okay, after cutting all my expenses, salaries, taxes, etc. Whatever the actual expenses. So those investors are by law. Okay, these are all the things happens formally. Okay, so by the agreement, they are entitled to get the 1% of the profit. So for example, out of 1 crore of business, maybe I did a good job and I made a 5 crore of profit. Okay. So each individual will have the 1% of that. So 5 crore, 1% of 5 crore, I think the how much? 5 lakhs per person. Right. So they will be, they are, uh, um, I mean, they have the rights to get the 1%. So that means 1%, after investing 1 lakhs, they are entitled to get 5 lakhs, provided I have a 5 crore of profits. Okay. So similarly, same things happens in a very, very formal way. Okay. So if it will be between you and me. I may be, I may do some cheating and I'll say, no, 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 there's my profit won't happen. And maybe I may deny my words also. So to make that a very, very formal way, there is a two government bodies. This is called NSC and BSC. So those are nothing but you can treat it as a shop like Amazon and Flipkart. Okay, so they said, okay, I will govern all these one for you. Okay, so any company you wanted to have that, wanted to collect some money from the market, from the common people, you list yourself in the NSC, that is National Stock Exchange, or BSC, that is the Bombay Stock Exchange. These are the two exchange where the company will get listed, and then via NSC or BSC, their stocks will be sold to the common audience, like common people. Common people could be you and me. They could be some banking. They could be some big investors also, like investors like us, somebody in the Shark Tank, right? So yeah, so this is about the very brief about the stock market and how this happens. And the trading is a very simple. Trading is that thing with a simple. It means the selling and buying, or buying or selling. It's called trading. Okay. And stock exchange, I have just already explained. So National Stock Exchange and the Bombay Stock Exchange, these are the two things. There are a few more stock exchange like a Metropolitan Stock Exchange, National Commodity and Derivative Stock Exchange, and the Multi Commodity MCX in the under exchange where the precious metal means the gold, silver. Okay, they get traded. Like once every morning, if you look at the news or watch the news, or sometimes flash news also comes like today's gold rate is so and so, silver rate is so and so. Mostly the gold rate comes to that. So where who decides the gold, right? So it is not like somebody randomly decides and then it get populated, to the world. It is the people like you and me and some big investors. They keep on doing the trading. So gold and silver, mostly the trading happens 24/7 all across the world. It is international trading happens, right? Online. So based on the dollar, and that trading happens in the dollars. Okay, so based on that trading rate in dollar, they get converted to the local currency of the Indian rupees or Australian or Japanese or whatever the Chinese, and based on that, the daily rates will get decided, right? And in India, MCX is the exchange which takes care of that. Okay, so few more things about that stock market. What is the trade? See, once we wanted to buy and sell any stock, so we need to have some specialized account. It's like a if you wanted to do the shopping, okay, from Amazon or Flipkart, right, we need to have some you know what I can say, some accounts with the Amazon or Flipkart. That's why we can able to do the buying or selling. So similarly, if you wanted to purchase or sell any stock, we need to have a trading account. Okay. And there is a demat. So earlier, what used to happen, there will be a two account trading account demat. Somebody, if you are working, somebody, sometime you might have received a call from ICICI or whatever your respective bank is, SBI or SDFC, that okay, sir, please, are you interested in opening a trading account? So this is nothing but the special account via which you can able to buy or sell the stocks. Okay, so earlier there used to be a two trading accounts separately, trading and demat. So basically, trading account is you can just buy and sell the stock, and the demat is where after buying it you can hold it, because so if you are buying it from Amazon or Flipkart, it is getting delivered to your home. Okay, when you are buying the stocks, so in a very old days, there used to be a physical card. It's written on the paper. It's like a bond on the, from the banks. You get some, certificate. Okay, but nowadays it is everything is online. Okay, so whatever you are buying or selling, it will happen via trading account, and demat account is where it will get stored, reflected. I mean, it will be stored basically. It's like a your general account, okay, savings account, and your FD or any other investment. So your savings account or normal account, your salary comes or you do the transaction, but you do a separate account in the same account where you do your saving like a FD or any other kind of savings. So that's how the trading account, demat account. Nowadays, it is the same account. Same account will have both the facilities. Okay. So a few other things like equity is nothing but the price of the stock. For example, let's take the example of Reliance. Okay, so Reliance, the one stock price around 2600 or 20 around 26 or something. So that is called the equity. Okay, there's a asking price or a bid. So once you uh, these are some basic terms. It's like if you go to any normal vegetable shop and you ask about the, for example, maybe tomatoes. Okay, the tomato is they will sell that, okay, maybe for example 50 rupee kg or 60 rupee kg, and you will, this is ask price, and you will say that, okay, no, maybe can you give me 50 rupees. Okay, so that is ask price is 60 rupees, you are offering 50 rupees. Okay, that is nothing but ask and offer. And bid is, suppose that guy is not willing to sell you in a 50 rupees, and somebody comes in between and say, okay, I can give you the 55 rupees. So he is bidding the higher amount than you, and that in that case, maybe the seller will be more interested, if really interested in selling, he will be interested in selling it at 55 rupees rather than 50 rupees. So that is how the bid comes. Okay, spread maybe as of now not needed. Okay. Yeah, so there is a term called broker. So again, broker is also not needed now. Broker was a person in old, I mean, 80s or 90s, where that person used to do the buying or selling on behalf of you. Okay, so you might have asked, sorry, you might have seen the 1992 scam, the Harshad Mehta one. So I'm not sure if you have watched that web series. So it is a great example. It is again inspired by the real story. So that point of time, there used to be a, broker, and the Harshad Mehta was initially a broker himself, and later on he became a trader or investor. But right now, your trading account itself will work as a broker account. Few other terms you may hear, sometime bull market or bear market. So bull market is a very simple term. When the market is going high, the price is going high and high, you can say bull market. Why it is named that, I don't know, but this is the name it is used internationally. Okay, so maybe the stronger forces and the weaker forces, both are weak. I mean, both are the forces in the stock market, or I can say there are only two forces in stock market. There is one force which is taking the price high, and that we call it a bull, and there is another force which is taking the price down, and that is we call as a bear in stock market. So bulls and bear. Bulls means the strong power, they take price high. Bear means as compared to bulls, they are weaker, they are taking price down. Okay, volatility yield, nothing to worry this point of time. We'll share later. Primary market, secondary market, again, not necessary. Yeah, so price, there is a price fluctuation. So always in stock market, there is price keep on changing up and down. Okay. The very simple thing is it's like it's basically depends on the demand and supply. Okay, it's like your general market. In a normal market, if you go to the vegetable shop every weeks or in a month, your vegetable price keeps on changing, right? Sometime onion gets around 120 to 200 rupees. Sometime nowadays 30, 40 rupees also. Tomatoes are again, it changes every week. Looks like, I mean, that is what my observation is. So basically, the demand and supply. If there is a more tomato in the market, price will be down. Either less tomato, demand is high. I mean, okay, there is scarcity, so price will go up. All right. Yeah. So these are the again few basics which we have already. So yeah. So basically, there are different type of the market. It's like there are different type of things getting purchased or sold in any market. The stock market also has a different areas where people can do the trading, that buy and selling. One is the equity or equity market. The cash market is that whatever the company's share is there, you can pay the full price and take it. Okay. So let's say example of TCS. So TCS stock is again around maybe 300, 3,000 rupees. Just okay, just take example. Or okay, so you have a 3,000 rupees, you can get one share, and then once the price goes high and it reached around 30, 3,600 to 3,700 in I mean couple of last couple of months back, that's the last year sometime, and where in the COVID it fell down to very low price at 1,200 to 1,300 also. Okay, so it's a more than doubled happened. Okay, so even somebody could have invested in a COVID situation, maybe just for example 5 lakhs rupees, and by just by 1.5 years they could have gained the 300% hikes. Okay, that is because 3,600 is 12, yeah, around 300%, three times. So equity market is as a cash market, you pay the full price and purchase, and there is the called a commodity, where is a bullions. Bullions means like gold or silver, base metals like aluminum, copper. Energy sectors is also there, like people can do the trading in crude oil, and there is agriculture sector also. Okay, so these are different market where you can buy or sell the stock and do the trading or investing. And the other market is called currency market. Currency means internationally also currency gets traded. So currency, okay, so sometime or someday you hear the news that the dollar got very strong or the rupee got very weak. That means the value of Indian rupees against the other currencies in the world, especially the US dollar, is keeps on fluctuating. And for a trader or investor like us, it is a good opportunities. Okay, so why it is good opportunity, especially in the currency market. Okay, that means even if somebody having, I was just sharing initially, even somebody just wanted to have the investment in a smaller amount, so we can start with just a 10,000 rupees also. Okay, after right learning of the market or technical analysis, you can apply your knowledge, and with your limited budget of 10,000, every day there is a capability of the stock market, or there is a way in the stock market to earn on an average 2 to 3,000 per day. Okay. However, the learning about the analysis is more important. Any questions so far? Anyone? Okay. So yeah. So why I can ask a question, you a simple question that, okay, why you are, I mean, what made you to bring her? I mean, I know I have asked this question earlier in my registration, uh, while the time of registration in the link. But again, you can help me. Some these are the few possibilities. Okay, to make money, somehow knowledge on the sometime to earn money, or easy way to make a big money, or don't know what to do to earn money, and then some ways to have a secondary source of income via trading or investing, and wealth creation through the long-term investment. So these are the few possible answers. So you tell me, maybe one by one. You can even do the typing. See, you, I mean, not anybody, I mean, who wants to learn something or do something, minimum basic expectation uh, you should be talking enough. Enough means whenever it is needed. So now it is time to talk. Either if any case, if you're having some background noise, you can share your view via chat. So I received from the journal that learn about the stock market and make better returns. Great. Yes. So it is a right, um, one of the right mindset that okay, how to get a better return. What about others? Anugrah, Sudhakarji. So Sudhakar is saying want to learn to have a second source of income. Great. What about you, Anugrah? What is your view? I mean, why you wanted to learn about the stock market? If you want, you can. If you don't find, I mean, your choice here is not like these are some of the possible answers. If you don't find your answer here, you can type your own answer and share it. Okay, not into concept profit. And I understand. I mean, not only there are many um, traders or investors who are doing the trading since couple of years or since many years, I can say. But the issue is they are doing random without following a system. It's like a driving a car without having the proper knowledge. I mean, when car you can drive, right? Because there's a four wheel. If you do little paddling, gear shift change and accelerator, this car will move. Okay, there's not, and you know how to apply the brake. That's a simple thing. But if you want to drive a car in a real environment, which there could be traffic or a different scenario, it would be difficult. So for that matter, you need to learn the car, and sometimes you can learn the car by yourself also. It's not like that you can not learn. You can, but only thing is you will spend more time. You will do couple of accidents before actual learn. However, if you learn in a professional way by someone, okay, so there won't be there the possibility of accident would be low. I'm not saying it will be zero, but it will be a low. Yeah, just give me a second. I need to plug my charger. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah. So I was sharing uh, that, and a lot of people are also there. Not only they are not only driving, they are driving. I can say the chopper plane. Okay. So when I mean chopper plane, that they are doing a futures and options without having a proper learning. So lot of people are there who go by the tips. I mean, somebody sharing the tips, somebody subscribe to some Telegram channel, and whatever they say, people follow. Tips sometimes works. Okay, I'm not saying tips doesn't work, but it is like a 50-50% possibility. And I can tell you how the tipsters are providing the tips. So basically, somehow they will collect a contact number of, for example, 1,000 individuals. Okay, and they will divide that 1,000 individuals into the 500 in two groups. Okay, in one group, for one group they will say that okay, the price will go up, and the group they will say price will go down. And one thing will happen for sure, either price will go up or down. So whatever will be there, next day market will go in one direction, and one direction for sure. So which direction it goes, they will go with that group. So they will leave the rest of 500. They will go by this 500. Again, this 500 they will divide into two part, 200 to 250, 250. Again, do the same thing. Okay. So in the same way, after 3-4 iteration, at least they will have a 50 to 100 people. Okay, with whom their four tips went well, and that will be create a trust, and they will start doing the tips. But over the period of time, what will happen that okay, I mean, you will win, sometime you will lose. Okay, so which is again the not a healthy way of doing the trading. If you wanted to do a trading, and again it is going to with you this knowledge for your lifetime, so better to learn in a proper way. And learning could be from anywhere. You can learn maybe if you find some better coach, you can go with that. I'm not saying you can, whoever you are comfortable, um, you should go. The main thing is they should be focusing on the learning first rather than the doing, because money in the stock market is your life. Okay. So if I ask you the question, okay, when you are driving, if you are driving, what is most important for you? Reaching to the destination or not meeting the accident? If we need to, sorry, not reaching faster or not meeting the not meeting with accidents. Okay, so definitely not meeting accident with should be your first priority, right? Even if you reach a little bit late, that is still okay. So same thing stock market, I can say. Okay, you should be knowing not to lose the money or minimize your risk, and that will happen only through the proper learning. Okay, great. So secondary source of income, most yeah. So few more things like when we are learning or anything for that matter. Okay, so we should be having a very good mindset. Okay, it's like a farmer is there, so by before putting the seeds, he or she is preparing the the soil. Okay, so that's the seeding will happen properly and then it will grow properly. So to have your to have acquire a good set of is state of mind, there are a lot of good books. Okay, these are just a few examples. Okay, so good books are your one of the good friends. So make some habit of reading self-help books. These are the few. I mean, you some of you might have already read these books, but if not, maybe go to the Amazon or some a lot of time. Lots of audiobooks are available for free over the YouTube. Okay, so even you don't need to invest anything. Maybe the over in a 1 week, if you are walking, doing the gym, or doing maybe some other thing which is your ears are free. Maybe you are doing with something, you know normal routine job, especially that walking in the morning, evening, or doing the gym, or any others that kind of, even sometimes even you are cooking. Okay, so you can plug in your headphone and you can listen about these audiobooks, and these are most of them are available on YouTube free of cost. Okay, so there are some quotes I wanted to share from the successful people. Okay, like Warren Buffett itself says that if you want to be a successful in any field, make reading as reading a habit. Okay, and the Richard Branson, he's the founder and owner of Virgin Airlines. You might have heard or know. So what he said, if someone offers you a amazing opportunity and you are not sure you can do it, say yes and then learn how to do it. Okay. So here I'm just trying to provide you one of the opportunities of learning. Okay. So if you know something, if it is working for you, it's a very fair enough. Otherwise, uh, you know, try to find someone to learn that. And I could be one of them. I'm not saying I am only person. There are many people, many other who are willing to share their knowledge with you. It is just matter for you to select one of them and learn that, okay, how to do it. I mean, I personally I have invested, I think, 4 or 5 lakhs to learn from the international coaches when I was in Australia and US, and then I started trading in Indian market. I mean, okay, so you can trade in any market provided you have the. When there are some rules that you need to follow from to trade outside of India, but in Indian market, you just need to be Indian citizen. Uh, you should have some one trading account and maybe a few some amount of saving, and you are and then the proper learning how to trade, and you are set for trading or investment. Okay, so these are the few Indian successful personalities who are very, very successful just from the stock market investment or trading. Late Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, okay, who is known as a Warren Buffett of India. Ramakesh Damani, you might have heard his name. He's the MD and owner of D-Marts, right? So the money D-Marts comes from there. So so the main source of income what he invested in the opening the D-Mart was the trading. So first he did a trading for a long time, and once he have the good money, good amount, he did this startup of D-Mart. and few other names are there, right? Vijay Kedia is the one of the good one to whom I admire. I listen to his interviews also. So he's also one of the good or one of the great, I think, Indian investors and traders. Right. So yeah, some basic terminology about the stock market. The bulls and bear I've already shared. What is the sorry, the stock exchange? That is also I have shared. Who decide the prices? Again, is the demand supply, which I have already shared. Okay, so again, these are next level of so IPO or SEO or secondary market. So there are again few terms like you. Sometime you heard like these companies coming up with with IPO. So IPO is nothing but when the company is coming down, coming to the market or the common people, and they wanted to, collect some money, okay, for to expansion of their company or to even sometime to start their company, they came as an IPO. It's called as the initial public offering. So that means the first time they are coming to the public and asking that, okay, hey, Mr. Public, I'm going to expand my existing company, or I'm going to, you know, um, maybe found a new company where I have this X percentage which I'm willing to invest from my pocket, and remaining money I wanted to collect from the people like you and me, and then this is my stock price. Okay, and these many stocks we are having. So that is the IPO, and the SEO is okay. Season equity offering. It is that companies are already into the public. That means their share already exists, but they wanted to um, you know generate some more revenue or more money from the market for the extension purpose, right? So that is what the SEO is called. Secondary market is once the IPO is once somebody is sold, and after that whatever sale purchase is happening is a secondary market. It's like once you are booking a flat, it is like a fresh flat you are booking from the builder. Once it is sold to someone, it is called resale, right? It is secondary market is something resale. So most of the 99% or I can say 99.99% shares are there in a secondary market, that is a resale one. Okay, just example like some big purchaser is purchasing some onions or anything from the directly from the farmers, and once they purchase it, they become distributor, and then some is goes to the that particular city mandi or the vegetable market, or from there it's sold. So that all is a secondary market. Primary market is when you are purchasing the first time from the source, and which is the none but the farmer in this example. Okay, so there are some myths about the stock market, right? Okay, and the greatest myth is stock market is a gamble, and that was people who don't know, or maybe who tried their who burned their fingers by without learning properly, and then randomly they started buying and selling, and then when burn their fingers, they will come to you and then say, okay, never ever go to the stock market. It's a gambling, or even they may keep on doing the gambling, but they will not admit it. But the truth is, for those who enters the market without proper knowledge and guidance, for them it is gambling. It's a simple analogy, same thing. If you take your car without knowing how to drive it, and if you make a statement, then it will say that okay, no, driving is not good. It is not like driving now. It is like you don't know how to drive. This is as simple as that. Okay, so need to follow the right process that I'm here to help you, and the process to become a successful trader or investor. It's like a learning driving from a good coach who can teach you how to drive in a efficient and effective way. Okay. So the process, there's some example about, I'm just going to say about the process versus result. Okay. The process means, let's take example. Suppose we wanted to have some, it's a mango season. So I'm taking example of mango. You wanted to have a mango, right? So what you should be doing? Okay. So if you think about only the mango, and mango, the mango is not going to come. So what we need to do to get the mango, if you want a real mango, I mean, again, I'm not taking the example of buying from the market. You can do and buy from the market, but I want to mango something like this. Okay. That means So you need to have a proper soil, and there you need to have a good small plant of mango. Plant it, do the watering on time, take care well. Okay, uh, see that, okay, if there is no proper ventilation and the sunlight extra there, over that is a proper water source is there. And once you follow the right process and wait for a couple of years, that the tree will grow up and you will get the real mango, right? So what I meant to say is the follow the learning that, okay, what is the steps that need to be followed, the one thing, and then applying those learnings into the real life scenario. And once you, just two things, learning the methods and apply the methods. And once you do that, then it is getting the right mango is inevitable. Okay, there might be some, you may somebody say that, okay, whatever, some storm comes or cyclone comes or some bad weather. Yes, that happens. That's the life. Okay, that's the nature. Sometime it does happen. If when you do everything, your mango will not come, or it may get destroyed. But it doesn't mean that, okay, we should stop cultivating or growing the mangoes, right? The other example I could say that, okay, once you are learning, basically once you have started learning on the journey or path of learning. So before you do something big means, before you do start playing in lakhs or crores, do the some small experiments, whatever you are learning with a small quantities. Okay. So for example, you wanted to learn how to grow a tomato or chili or something, do in a small scale, maybe in a pot or in a small scale. And so once you know the process, okay, yeah, this is the way to do that, then you can no one can stop you. You can do as much as big possible, because now you know the how to do it. Okay, so same thing happened in the stock market also. You start with a low capital, apply those learnings to the real life scenario. If your learning is working well, go for that the additional amount. If not learning well, come back, fine tune your learning, revise it, and again apply it. Okay, so it's like first, when you are learning about driving, we are learning how to change the gears if it is not automatic. If you have an automatic one, still you know that you have to change the gear to put from the neutral or from the parking to automatic. You can slowly put the accelerators, so okay, and then learn how to apply brake. So once your these experience or these learnings will happen maybe in 10 15 days or 1 month, after that you are free to drive as much as fast as possible in any traffic possible, right? So learning how to do is more important. Once you learn it, then how big you want it to do, it is up to you, depends on your capital, your appetite, and your risk taking capability. Okay. So learning is a gradual process. Okay. So when even somebody started learning, understand that, okay, don't expect yourself that, okay, you can learn anything in a day or in a week. Okay. So it's a systematic process. Okay. So it is like learning is like, you know, one baby is there. So he or she will first learn how to crawl, and then slowly he will, start and stand up, and then okay, you start walking, and then if he or she will go a little bit further, then start running, right? Maybe after that, the baby can run how to bicycle it. Okay, maybe with a motorbike, and then maybe a car, then a sports bike. And if willingness will be there, nobody knows why not helicopter or chopper or anything, right? But to learn from this toddler, to from the crawling to riding a sports car or helicopter, it takes time. Okay, so I'm not saying the stock market will take that much time of 20 years to learn, but at least it will take a couple of weeks to a month. Again, it will depend on your learning capability and the learning appetite. Okay, I'm here to help you, by holding your finger as much as time you want, as many times you want. I'm ready to, help you out. Okay, so become a champion of your field. So whoever is have learned, they are the two famous examples. Okay, they have invested their life to become a successful person in the respective fields, be it cricket, be it in Bollywood, or the in the kitchen, or in any investment, right? So no matter whatever the area, uh, you need to spend a time to learn and become a champion, and it is possible. Okay, so here is the I can say that a formal way of learning. So I have formed the STI learning group. STI stand for Secret of Trading and Investment. So whatever the code and codes and not I don't say secrets, but they can maybe in a, anyway till the time you don't know, those are the secrets only for you. Okay, so it's a name says the name is Secrets of Trading Investment. So I'm here to teach you about those one, and those teaching is called a technical analysis. Okay, so technical analysis is nothing but okay, whatever the stock price is there. Maybe I'll just quickly show you, about the just a quick snapshot. So if somebody you are already doing into this something about the stock market, you may know, but someone who are very new and who just wanted to have a glimpse what I'm trying to do or what I'm trying to share, I'll just share how the stock looks like. So I'm just opening a chart. And don't worry, I mean, how to open these things, I can share with you all whenever the right times will come. As of now, just to understand a quick way. So, yeah, maybe anything. Okay, so this is, for example, I think everyone likes here pizza. I mean, I'm just safely assuming most of you likes pizza. So this is the company called Jubilant Foodworks Limited. So this company owned the Domino's in India. Okay, so this is the stock. I'm removing few of the things. Okay, just so those lines part of your technical analysis. So any stock. So if you look at this is called chart. So there are some red and green lines. In a simple word, they represents the price movement. Okay, so on top of this here, if you look at, there is a time frame. I mean, how the daily price keep on changing. You can able to see in this chart. Okay, by looking at the chart, the main the not main the only objective for as a technical analyst, or only objective as a learner of technical analyst, to know when is the price going to go up and when is price is going to go down. And that is the only single objective of learning about technical analysis. And there are many things, certain tools, certain techniques, certain indicators are there which we need to learn. Okay, so okay, when I say about trading, it's like maybe cooking butter paneer masala. So butter paneer masala for us is a single dish, but in that there are many ingredients. There is a paneer is there, the butter is there, a lot of spices are there. Okay, so as part of technical analysis, what we are going to learn is we are going to learn about the individual components. Okay, individual ingredients of the butter paneer masala. Just for example, similarly, the individual components or individual uh, attributes. Based on that, we do the analysis and we try to predict the what which market is going to go down. That is all about the technical learning, and those things are there. Okay, there are things. This, for example, is like if you're driving a car or maybe bike, there are indicators which tells that okay, the fuel is about to empty, or what is the speed, light is on or not, the which gear you are running. And if you have a very advanced car, it will also tell what is the tire pressure, what is the outside temperature, what is inside temperature, many things. Like those are called indicators. So based on that, you take your decision. If you are parking, there is a back sensor camera. Okay, side cameras are also there. So all those, so as much as money or as much as advanced cars you will get a more information to take a better decision while driving. So similarly in stock market, there are various levels, various indicators, which tells you that okay, what is the market possibility in next day or next couple of hours or next couple of weeks, and based on that you can take your trading decision, right? Coming back to, yes, about this, so this one about the brief about technical analysis. So these are just some snapshot of various, how to do the technical analysis and what are things we'll be using. So basically, technical analysis happens based on historical data, and which data is already available in the chart, and there are certain tools which I can teach you how to use that. And again, thing is use the you using the market insight. So insights means the in the market is nothing. The price movement you are seeing red and uh, green. This is called the market. Markets plus and minus is typically known as a market. Okay, and then technical analysis will help you doing the analysis of not only the price, it also do the analysis of the psychology of the behavior of economics. Okay, and the finally the it also does the quantitative analysis. So these three terms, what it means that any price move or down, move up and move down is happening is based on the people's psychology, basically. Okay, so there are people there who are somebody always there in the stock market. There is a contradictory view exists, and that is how the trading happens. Contradictory view means somebody might be thinking that okay, price will go up, they will buy, and at the same time somebody might be thinking that okay, price might go down and they are selling it, and that is how the market runs and market plus minus moves happens, right? So ultimately end of the the back end, the core of the stock market is nothing but a psychology. So most of the coaches, they teach about the technical analysis, pure technical analysis. That means they are missing the actual core things. Okay, they are a very, and I don't find anyone who speaks about the psychology, about the human psychology, why that up and down is happening, what are the factors, what consideration individual's mind is going through. Okay, so once you know all these, then you will be taking a better informed decision, right? So it's like knowing about your partner. Once you know about your partner, maybe in a good way, then you can change your behavior or response accordingly. Okay, to live maybe a peaceful life. Similarly, about the stock, in each stock you can treat as a partner. You need to spend some time with that stock, and then you understand the behavior. Okay, how that stock is moving, and that I will tell you, like, what are the behavior, how to identify the trends, etc. Those are very much learnable and possible. Okay, so just a few examples. Like this is the example of Tata Consultancy Limited. If somebody could have learned about the stock market during this COVID situation, where where the price was really, really low. This was the example I was mentioning, around 12, 1300, and they could have sold it here. So both the things, even without irrespective of the coding, both the up and lows and highs are practically possible in a stock market to learn. Okay, and then do your investment. I mean, like investment means buying at lowest price and selling at highest price. Okay. So what the technical analysis tells? So as I said, technical analysis will tell you about uh, the lows of any stock, highs of any stock with a proper justification why it is happening, so that you can take your trading decision accordingly or get the maximum profit out of your investment. Right. These are some brief history, like this is nothing to know, but this is just some theoretical. If needed, I can share this one, separately. But I mean, in general, that the stock market is around 250-year-old phenomena. Okay, it's not a new. Um, and even in India, in some or other form, it does exist even more than 100 years back also. It's a very, very popular after maybe last for 30, 40 years, I can say. But it is very, very old concept across the world. Right. So yeah, some of the things like how we will be using the technical analysis. So some of the things which I have already shared, the core principle is the movement in the price. Okay, and that available in other information like how many people are trading, buying or selling the stock, how it is going to impact in the market. So those things are the only things that we need to learn. We should not, as a part of technical analysis, we don't need to put put any effort on learning about the economical condition, as a uh, economist, knowing about the basics of the company, who is doing what they are doing. No need to do, no need of any learning. You can directly, we will be going to these charts, and then we will be doing the analysis based on our learning, and then we are taking the decision that, okay, yes, we need to spend, or maybe invest, or not invest that point of time. So for example, this is Jubilant Health, sorry, Jubilant Foodworks Private Limited, right? The company of Domino's. Okay, so by just by looking at, once you know learn about tech analysis by looking at the chart. If you look at 2 to 3 minutes and do some more indicator analysis, like there are a lot of other indicators are there into this tool which we are going to learn. Okay, so it will give you the ways to to take the distance. So these are the one of the indicators, okay, which tells us, okay, the price are, how the price are behaving. And okay, and there are at any point of time there are 6 to 8 learnings that we need to apply. It's like while driving, it is not like only the steerings you need to control. You need to look at the steering, you need to look at the road, you need to have your mind on your uh, accelerator. You should be also looking at the reflectors, which vehicle is coming in. So there are many things that you should be aware of while doing the driving. So similarly, while doing the trading also, there are many things you should be aware of. And what will be those things? I am here to help you out on those. Okay, if you, whenever, if you give me the opportunity. Right. So yeah, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, again, not needed. Okay. So there are something like up. So these are some basic things which I just want to share quickly. So there was a guy called Dow theory, which is known as the Charles Dow, which is the father of technical analysis. Okay, he has given the one theory called Dow theory. So as per that, Dow theory is saying that, okay, this is the example. Any stock price is making a higher high and the lower higher lows. What is higher low? We will again learn. But it is making the this next high is previous than higher than the lower previous high, and the next high is higher than the previous high. That is one combination. And the second one is the, if you look at the lows, the next the low the current low is the higher than the previous low, and this current low is the higher than the previous low. If such things are observed, this is called the uptrending stock. Okay, so this is one of the simplest way to identify the uptrending stock or outperformer stock. And similarly, there is a reverse way to identify the downtrending stock. So this is one of the very simplest. I mean, out of that 100 things that we are going to learn, this will be just one of the very simple one. And if it is not making anyone, if it just keep on moving up and down, no clear cut higher high or high lower high, that means it's a both combination of high low keep on happening in the mixed way. That is the sideways trend. And the stock market, I mean, there is no trend remains the same. Okay, one trend is going up, after a certain point of time, again it will change. And even any stock is going down, after a certain point, it is going to change. So as a technical analyst, our job is to only to learn about how to identify that, okay, when it is going high and when it is going to go low. Okay, that's the only objective. And to achieve only objective, we need to have some good amount of learning. Okay, so yeah, these are some stocks we can say. Okay, so for example, let's share this. Let's look at these three stocks. Like there's a banking stock. Okay, which looks like something like this. Okay, it's keep on going high and high, and okay, and the maybe current price 350. There's another pharma stock which keep on going down, and the current price is 1941, around 2000. And the another IT stock which is it is keep on down, and after that it is down only. Okay, and the share price what, 48 rupees per share. So by looking at these three stocks, okay, uh, can any one of you, or maybe you need to tell which stock you are going to invest. Okay, so these three stock will be in one snapshot like this: A, B, and C. So please share your choice that okay, if you are an investor, then which stock you will invest. Please share your choice in terms of A, B, or C. Okay. So Jinal is saying A, Anugrah is saying A. What about Sudhakar? Sudhakar ji, your choice. So meanwhile, Sudhakar responding, Jinal and Anugrah, could you please share your view why you said why you are saying A? I hope because by looking at the stocks, right, it is going to go, it is going higher and high. But if you look at the okay, clear higher high, great. So this was the not the complete picture. Let's look at the complete picture. What happened after certain price point of time? So the banking stock which was having the 350 share, 350 rupees per share. Look what happened after okay, um, certain period of time. So this was the banking stock which is the S bank, and after this highest point, it got reversed. So 350 became 13 rupees. That means if somebody invested that point of time, okay, with 1 lakh of investment, that that 1 lakh of investment remained just around 3.7K. Okay, 1 lakh investment will become just a 3.7 thousand. Okay, similarly, because you are just looked at the chart and did the investment, you have not learned about the technical analysis. So without technical analysis, this kind of issue will happen because you have learned, we've seen only one higher high and taken a decision. So higher high is the only way I said there are at least 6 to 8 concepts we are applying it together. If all are working in my favor, then we will take the trade. Otherwise, no. So with one information, this is the result. Okay. Other thing that the pharma stock, which was going down and down. Okay. So the same pharma stock, if somebody invested 1 lakh rupees, that 1 lakh rupee will become 2 point, I mean, not will become it, it already converted, it's already done into 2.5. That means 250% return in just 2 years. So that pharma stock is 51,000 as of now. Which the pharma stock we were saying like this one. Okay. Sorry. This far. Just 1 second. Yeah. So this was the pharma stock we were talking about, 1941. That is now trading. I mean, that has reached 5,100 rupees. Okay, so that 250% return in 2 years. And the third option, which is again this looking like the down performer. Okay, that company name is a Tanla Solution. Okay, that 42 rupees share price reached around you know uh 286. So 42 rupees to 206. If you look at the the percentage, at least it around more than 5 times. So 500% return, and that is again in less than 2 years. So 1 lakh become 5 lakhs in less than, so 500% return. So so if you do the trading or investment just with a no knowledge or the half knowledge is still riskier than even the no knowledge, because no knowledge people will not do anything. But half knowledge you will do something and then it will be create a problem for you later. So if you want to learn something, better to learn in a proper way, in a holistic way, so that you can do a better informed decision. Right. Okay, just another quick example, because I think not sure most of the young people which I met that they are riding a Royal Enfield, or they used to ride when at least I was in the college. Anugrah may remember a couple of the seniors have the Royal Enfield in the college itself in final year. But by the way, I'm the 2005 pass out. To that point of time, I'm not sure if it was price was something around this one or a little bit higher than that. So suppose even somebody in 2000, early 2000, that point of time. could have purchased a Royal Enfield. Suppose that person could have invested that much amount in the stock of the Royal Enfield company itself, that is Eicher Motors. Okay, so if out of that investment equivalent to the Royal Enfield Classic Bullet 350, if they could have waited for a couple of years, okay, so by 2000 somewhere in for 18 or 19, the same money could have become that much amount, that in that money they could have purchased a luxury car and build a house also. Okay, so the investment of 50,000, okay, this is the very pessimistic calculation I have done. So that investment could have become around 50,000, could have become around 92 lakh, more than 92 lakhs. Okay, so it's again, you can remember around how much percentage, maybe 100, 180 times, something like that. Okay, so the main idea is that showing the potential, how much potential the stock market has. Okay, so it's like a um, money, sorry, ocean of money. Okay, but the only thing is that if you try to, it is, you just need to go with your bucket or with your glass or the some vessel, how much you can fill it. But the problem is, if you don't go into that ocean without a proper gear, and here a proper gear is your knowledge, then you will be drift away. The waves will take you inside that money, and you will not be seen anywhere. That means your money will be lost into the stock market. So enter only into the stock market after a proper learning. So yeah, this is not about to scare you. This is about just to make you aware that there is a great possible, great opportunity. At the same time, there is a great learning also before entering. Okay. So this is the another example, right? For example, the Reliance at the time there was 1,000 rupees, and okay. Suppose so you are purchasing at 1,000, and again it is the price is going to go up, and when it become 1,500, and depending on how much money you have, you can sell it here and then make a profit. So once a year you can get 500 rupees of profit. So suppose somebody has purchased 100 share, maybe 100 share means 1 lakh rupee, and that movement happened only in this example, I believe, I think only 6 to 9 months. So in the 6 to 9 months, you are getting a 50% of return on your investment, right? Which is nowhere in the world any bank can provide you. The other thing is, like, even if you don't, if you it reached the 1,500, and if you don't have it, even the stock, and if you predict that, okay, the market is going to fell down, you can sell it first and buy it later also, and that option is only there in the stock market. Okay, so you can buy it, it will be in your trading account, it will be -1, and once you sell it, it will be become a +1, so it become a 0. So at end of the day, your number of purchased shares equal to number of sold shares, or number of sold share equal to the number of purchased shares. So once this is that, sum will be 0, and then whatever the difference will be there in the price, that much profit you are going to get. Okay, here this is the one of the good example. Okay, where somebody, this is the COVID time where the silver price went high. Okay, it went high very, around the international market, I think it has reached around 30 um $30. But let's take example normal. So it is around, suppose 70,000 it is. Okay. So 70, suppose somebody has invested the 70,000 at the rate of 70,000 in the silver market, and they say that, okay, people have invested for us medium to short term. Okay, just at maybe, and somebody having a good saving of maybe 20 lakhs. Okay. So just after less than 8 months, okay, their 20 lakhs would have become around 43 lakhs, less than 8 months, and it is the more than 100% of the profit. So again, this is not any game or any joke. This is real truth fact about stock market. So there is a stock market has such a great potential, which is to give you the high return on your investment. All right. Okay, that's what the total, things. There are many other things which is a very, very, no, not uh, this point of time not needed to know. There's another example of the I can say related to the uh, currency which I kept on telling. That is the if somebody having just 10,000 rupees, they can start trading into the currency market also. And this currency market, there is a one example, right? So where do you suppose somebody buy we are, you know um, some one lot of USD INR, and it has the potential risk calculation so that it will earn about more than 250% of amount, and it is that in the on the same day. So it's not, you don't need not to wait for the month or year to get the return. You can get the return on the same day also. So this is called the day trading. That means you are purchasing anything or selling anything in the morning, and in by the evening you are buying it or selling it again. So anything purchase, you can do a purchase first, we means buy first and sell later, or sell first, buy later. Okay. So overall, all in all, there is I mean, uh, great opportunities in all the sectors. Depend on, okay, once you learn which one is suits you, all the all for any share price, the all the learnings are the same. The only thing is the which one suits you, you can you can go with that. Okay, so it's like stock selection, like I can say getting married, right? So no matter, I mean, every person is good person. I mean, if you are a boy, you wanted to marry a girl, so girl is a common, I can say, entity. And among the girl, which girl you like, you can choose one and marry. So separately, the stock market, there are a hundred thousands of stock. Okay, you can choose based on your choice, and there are all the list is also available. I can share with you any stock under Nifty 100 or Nifty 50. All are the very good stock, good company. You can start investing or trading in anyone. Okay, so to conclude here, so there are the four levels of learning module which I have created. Okay, it has the level one, which has talks about the fundamentals, and it provides the safest methods of the learning with with the minimal risk. It's like riding a first time a bicycle. Okay, once you learn how to ride a bicycle, you may want it to go faster, and then that kind of point of time you need to get know the how to ride a motorcycle. Okay, and there are certain ways to learn them. And after riding a motorcycle, after a couple of years, when you are grown up, maybe you are tired, or you wanted to have a air conditions or better comfort of riding, you go by the car. Okay, that is your level 4, sorry, level 3. Okay, the few forms. And the level 4 is advanced technical analysis, which has the really, I mean, suppose you wanted to go to the foreign trip, your car and bike may again will, I mean, I can't say it cannot work, but it will take weeks and months to reach, and then you will want to go faster, and then you choose a aeroplane, and that is what the advanced technical analysis is. Okay, so here you are riding your own aeroplane by yourself. Correct. So we'll start with a slow. So again, depending on your interest, and typically it takes each level, it takes around I mean, 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how fast you are learning. And I'm here to go. Typically, I think it gets over in that 10, I mean, 2 to 3 weeks each level, right? And throughout the learning, I can keep on sharing with you some of the assignments. Okay, the doubt clearing session, okay, will be there. So typically the session, detailed session, I conduct around 9:30 in the evening to 10:30. There's a standard time. And if somebody has any questions, it sometime it get extend maybe 20-25 minutes more, because just to clarify somebody's doubt, and so on and so forth. Right. So these are the different levels, and what is the how the sessions happens, because most of the learners are working professionals. That's the reason I'm keeping the timing after hours towards the evening, so that it can accommodate the better or maybe most of the audience considering the working professionals. Right. So yes, anybody having any question, feel free to ask. Dinal or Sudhakar, any question? Mhm. Yes, no question. Okay, so if